Your yes to God isn't just changing your life. It's absolutely terrorizing the enemy. Every time you say yes to God's call on your life, hell's boardroom goes into emergency session, because they know something you might not realize yet. Your obedience doesn't just bless you, it dismantles their entire strategy. See, the enemy spent years building a case against your future. He had plans. Detailed plans. He whispered lies about your past to convince you that you're disqualified from your purpose. He planted doubt about your abilities so you'd never step into what God prepared for you. He orchestrated circumstances to make you believe that God's promises were for everyone else but you. But then you did something that sent shockwaves through the kingdom of darkness. You said yes. Not a perfect yes, not a confident yes. Maybe it was a trembling God, I don't know how, but yes. And in that moment, everything shifted. The enemy's legal case against your destiny dismissed those generational curses he was planning to pass down through your bloodline. Broken, that depression he was going to use to sideline you for another decade. Cancelled. Your yes to God is literally rewriting the enemy's playbook against your family. When Gideon said yes with only 300 men, it wasn't just about defeating the Midianites. It was about proving that God plus willing obedience equals unstoppable victory. When Mary said yes to carrying the Messiah, it wasn't just about her personal calling. It was about crushing the serpent's head through her surrendered life. Your yes carries that same earth-shaking, hell-trembling power, because when you align your will with God's will, you don't just change direction. You become a weapon the enemy never saw coming, that business idea God dropped in your spirit. Hell is terrified because they know it is going to fund kingdom work and break poverty off your family line, that ministry calling you've been running from. They're panicking because they know the souls you're going to reach were scheduled for destruction, that relationship God told you to let go of. They're furious because they were using it to keep you distracted from your assignment. Your yes doesn't just open doors for you, it kicks down doors the enemy thought he had permanently sealed. But here's what the enemy is counting on. He's banking on you thinking your yes doesn't matter. He wants you to believe you're too small, too broken, too late, too unqualified, because he knows the truth that you're still learning. Your yes isn't measured by your perfection. It's measured by your willingness. God isn't looking for your ability, He's looking for your availability. And every time you make yourself available to His plans, hell loses ground. The enemy had a timeline for your family's breakthrough. Your yes just accelerated it. He had a strategy to keep your children bound by the same struggles you faced. Your yes just broke that cycle. He thought he could use your past to disqualify your future. Your yes just turned your mess into your message. This is why you feel such resistance when you try to obey God. It's not just spiritual warfare. It's hell's last-ditch effort to stop what your obedience is about to unleash. Every excuse that comes to your mind, every fear that tries to paralyze you, every distraction that pulls you away from God's voice, that's not coincidence, that's desperation. Because the enemy knows something about your yes that you need to understand. Your obedience today is setting up victories you won't see for years. Your yes is answering prayers that haven't even been prayed yet. Your faithfulness is preparing breakthroughs for people you haven't even met. So when God asks you to step out in faith, remember this: you're not just changing your story, you're dismantling hell's strategy against everyone connected to your obedience. Your yes to God is shaking the enemy's confidence in every plan he made against your destiny, and that terrifies him because he knows what happens when a child of God says yes and means it. Heaven backs it up. Earth responds to it, and hell has no choice but to retreat from it. So say yes. Even if your voice shakes, even if your knees knock, even if you can't see the whole staircase, because your yes isn't just about you anymore. It's about every life that's going to be touched by your obedience, every chain that's going to be broken through your faithfulness, every victory that's going to be won through your willingness to trust God with your life. Your yes is shaking hell's plans, and that's exactly what God intended.